Every night before right when we got in for the night, we would text our district leader and tell him that we were in. And if we didn't text in, he would text us and ask if we were in, just to make sure that all the missionaries were accounted for. So one night, my companion and I were planning, and we were just planning for the next day, and then we started getting ready for bed. And every night we would turn our phone on silent because we had a neighbor who was a member of the church, and she wasn't able to get out much. She called us every morning at 5 in the morning, and she would sing us songs and leave us messages. And she was one of my favorite people in the world. She called us angels, and she called me Chloe. I don't know why, but so we would turn our phone on silent because we didn't want it to wake us up in the middle of the night. So one night we went to bed and, having sweet dreams. And suddenly I heard a loud bang on the door, and both my companion and I sat up, and I looked at the clock, and it was 11 o'clock. So we'd only been asleep for an hour, half hour, not very long. And we both just sat there, and I knew that there was a man outside our door. I don't know how I knew that, but we were freaked out. We just sat there, and we kind of just waited for it to go away. And then someone knocked again, really loud. And we were like, what do we do? What do we do, sister? And my companion, because she's so in tune with the Spirit, she just said, let's say a prayer. And so we knelt down, we said a prayer, and we got back up, and she said, I think we should look at the phone. So we looked at the phone, and we had, I think, 17 missed calls and probably 10 or 11 texts from the mission president, the assistants, the district leader, the zone leaders. Every leader had tried to get in touch with us, and they were saying, sisters, where are you? Are you in? Are you okay? They didn't know where we were. We realized that we had forgotten to text in, and we didn't get a reminder because we had just gotten a new district leader, and he didn't know that he was supposed to remind us to text in. So we realized that it was probably our mission president standing outside our door. So we heard a man's voice, and it sounded to me like it was our mission president. So we said, okay, let's go open the door. And we opened it really slowly, and I saw my mission president in his sweats and his beanie, which you don't see your mission president in ever. And he said, sisters, okay, I just want to make sure you're okay. The police are just over there. I just wanted to call them to make sure that if you called them, they knew who I was, so that they didn't come and arrest me. And so he said, okay, it's past your bedtime, now go to bed. And we just stood there in shock. And we went back to our room and kind of sat in our bed for 10 or 15 more minutes and lied back down and tried to go to sleep, but we couldn't sleep for like an hour. And after that, of course, the assistants, the zone leaders, the district leaders, they all made fun of us for not texting in that night. So after that, we told our neighbor that she couldn't call us that early in the morning, that she had to wait till at least 6:30 to call us so that we could turn our phone on at night so that we would hear it. And that was a very intense experience.